Good morning from Luang Prabang in Laos. I love this city, it's beautiful, the people are so kind, it's very well organized, it's really a lovely place to stay, and this hotel is amazing as well. They serve a very nice breakfast too, you have like a choice of different things. Yeah, I loved my time here. Yesterday I went on a day trip, went on a cruise on the Mekong River and visited some caves, and then I also got to see the Guangxi waterfalls, very famous waterfalls in this region, and I have to say they were among the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen anywhere in the world. Really outstanding. There are like different pools where you can even swim in, and the mix of colors is just beautiful. I can highly recommend that. But today it's time to leave Luang Prabang and we're heading to Vientiane, the capital of Laos. And we're gonna do this on the national carrier of Laos, Lao Airlines. I'm gonna tell you more about it when I get to the airport, so let's catch a ride.
The pre-ordered ride to the airport was already waiting outside. It cost me 150,000 Lao kip, which is about $7. Technically, it's possible to walk to the airport since it is not far from the center. But it still takes an hour, and given the heat and humidity, I would rather choose a 15-minute ride. It's a regional airport, but it has a number of international flights to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam and China. I went straight for check-in to drop off my suitcase. After that was done, I headed to security and went airside. There we are, airside now. Check-in was super fast, security was super fast as well, took only a minute each. And yeah, this is the gate area here. It's a bit rusty. Other than that, it's a beautiful day to fly outside. And there's an ATR, maybe it's our aircraft, it's an ATR 72-600. We are gonna be flying an ATR today, just not entirely sure if it comes in from Vientiane first or if it's the one waiting here. It's really sunny and hot outside. The humidity is insane. In here it's quite okay, I would say, but like outside in the sun, you're just burning. Yeah, I actually didn't even want to fly Lao Airlines today. I was actually booked on Lao Skyway. They also had a scheduled flight between here in Luang Prabang and Vientiane. Unfortunately, about was it like 2 weeks ago, they sent me an email saying that they had to cancel this flight due to commercial reasons, like for the entire season, and yeah, then I had to look for an alternative. Now Skyway would have been interesting because they flew the Chinese-made MA60 out of here, the Xi'an MA60. I've made a video on that before, flying from Vientiane to Dalian, check that out if you haven't, but it would have been interesting to fly it here in Laos, because Lao Skyway is like the only operator where you can regularly fly the MA60 outside of China. But anyway, they gave me a refund, it's all good, and then I had to book a new flight. Actually, I thought about taking a train as well. There's this Chinese-built railway which I took from Xishuangbanna down here to Luang Prabang, and it continues to Vientiane. However, both the train stations here in Luang Prabang and in Vientiane are like way out of town, and you need ages to get there, and the airports are actually closer. Plus, they have very strict security for the train stations here in Laos, I've heard, and I don't know, I figured it's nicer to take a flight, because I can like check in my baggage and then don't have to deal with the security for all my baggage. And then there is also a third domestic airline, which I just learned about today actually. I saw their sign in the departure hall, like at the ticket office, and apparently they have a flight today from here to Vientiane as well, with a stop at a city in the west of Laos at the border with Thailand. Yeah, but apparently you can only book them through phone or like directly at the ticket office, like they don't have any online booking. So anyway, we're gonna take Lao Airlines today. It's gonna be a good ride down to Vientiane, I hope. They gave me a window seat at check-in, which is nice, and yeah, I guess I will see you on board. The second ATR, which had just arrived, would turn out to be my ride to Vientiane. Boarding started well on time, and I was surprised they provided umbrellas for the walk to the aircraft. It sure is a nice touch, and a lot of people took one against the burning sun. The aircraft was a close to 16-year-old ATR 72-500 that featured a modern livery. The seats were reasonably comfortable and came in a regular 2-2 configuration.
There's a many flying time to Patna International for the 14 minutes, and the flight level is 30,000 feet. We should place the flight. Thank you.
As we climbed out, you could see all the mountainous terrain around the airport, and I thought operating in and out of here must be a bit challenging. The clouds were hanging just over the mountain tops, but up to now there was still a fair degree of ground visibility. Eventually we passed through the clouds and there was nothing to see anymore. The crew now started a service, so I checked out the tray table. Unfortunately, it was a bit dirty and seemingly old. But the rest of the cabin appeared okay, and I liked the wooden style of the panels in the front. By the way, the flight seemed completely full. As for the service, each passenger got a small water bottle. In the seat pocket you can find Lao Airlines onboard magazine. I appreciated that they had a lot of articles in English. They also listed a complete flight schedule in there. Their onboard service for international flights sounded quite interesting, and I was looking forward to my flight to Bangkok the next day. Apart from Thailand, they also fly to Cambodia, Vietnam, China, and even as far as South Korea. Lao Airlines was my 217th airline. Their fleet mostly consists of 4 Airbus A320s and 7 ATRs. In March 2025, they also received 1 Comex C909. This makes them the second international operator of that aircraft type after the Indonesian airline Transnusa. Just about 25 minutes after takeoff, we were already in the descent towards Vientiane. It would turn out to be a very bumpy approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vientiane International Airport. On behalf of Lao Airlines, we'd like to thank you for flying with us, and we're looking forward to serving again in your future flight. Once again, have a nice day in Vientiane. Thank you.
We arrived at the stand early, and I was delighted to see that they also had umbrellas here. Package delivery was quick, and I made my way outside to buy a bus ticket. The bus runs about hourly, and I was lucky I didn't have to wait long. A couple of minutes after I stepped on board, we were already off to the city. Just as in Luang Prabang, the airport is very close to the city actually. After only 10 minutes, I already arrived at the stop closest to my hotel. As I stepped out of the bus, I stepped right onto a construction zone? It felt a bit odd walking here, but it was only 5 minutes to my hotel. Yeah, welcome to Vientiane, the capital of Laos. That bus ride from the airport was quite efficient. It only goes like once per hour or like slightly less, but I was very lucky because we arrived very early, so I only had to wait like 5 minutes and there was only one other person in the bus and I got to the city in like 10 minutes to a construction zone. Anyway, we're here now in the Salana Hotel, I think it is. It's quite nice. They also arrange their towels in an elephant shape and they also give you some fruit to oranges as a welcome snack. I'm gonna stay in Vientiane for one night and then tomorrow evening at around 6 p.m. I'm gonna take Lao Airlines further on to Bangkok on one of the Airbus A320s, I hope it's gonna be. So if you wanna see the Airbus A320, subscribe and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, enjoy your travels.